In Mafia 2, your goal is to make a name for yourself in the criminal underworld of Empire Bay, escaping your family's poverty-stricken roots and surviving the war between the city's major crime families. I loved getting the Platinum in Mafia 1 for my last video so much that I decided to go for the entire trilogy. In order to complete Mafia 2's ultra-rare Platinum Trophy, I'll need to find over 200 collectibles, become a master behind the wheel, and beat the game on its hardest difficulty. Can I survive in this gangster's paradise, or will I end up pushing up daisies? Let's find out as I go for the Platinum Trophy in Kicking off the story, we're treated to a flashback covering the life of young Vito Scaletta coming to America with his family from Sicily. At the end of that flashback, we get immediately arrested in a robbery gone wrong and are given the choice of either going to jail or joining the US Army. Opting to protect his brothers in arms instead of his booty hole in the can, I finally got to take control of Vito in
Sicily, 1912. Picture this.
Okay, this is starting out way different than I could have possibly imagined. Clearing out the enemy soldiers wasn't too rough until I came face to barrel with a tank, but luckily got bailed out when the dawn of the Sicilian Mafia came to put an end to the war. Viva la Resistenza! Returning home, we officially meet Joe Barbaro, Vito's longtime friend, and the guy that let me go to jail. Gotta let me get arrested. Joe, good to see ya. Joe got some serious street cred while Vito was away at war and used his connections to make sure his friend wouldn't have to return to his duties in the army, thus opening up Vito to a life of crime that he never could have expected. Vito's return home quickly turned sour, finding out that his father died while owing a debt to some local gangsters when he saw his sister being harassed in the alley by their mother's home. Oh, hold up. Press circle for a light punch. Damn. There we go. Bam. Triangle, triangle. Oh my god, I'm beating his ass. That's what I'm doing, sister. Oh, stomp his ass out. Oh my god. Big brother. What you get for fucking with my sister. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Needing to make 2G's to pay off the gangsters, it was time to pay our friend Snowy Joey a visit to see how he was making money these days. It was during the walk there where I used my smooth tongue and rough hands to show a lady that real men still exist. You guys all right? That guy looks like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. Hey, dollface, I'm a military man. I can fix your car for you.
I just needed to, screw a couple things in.
You're welcome. I'm good at screwing things in. You know what I'm saying? A real gentleman would screw something in after screwing those in too. I rode along with Joe to meet his connect Giuseppe, who looked eerily similar to the safecracker from Mafia 1, and learned how to jack cars using some of the lockpicks he sold me. This ended up being a skill that I put to use not only throughout the rest of the game, but pretty much immediately as I completed my first job for Joe's friend Mike Brewski. Back in business. I dropped the car off down here at, what the hell's his name, Mike's? Realizing I could make quick cash to take care of my father's debts, I went around rounding up some vehicles to put in the crusher at Mike's scrapyard, and upon crushing my 5th ride, I earned the trophy, Proper Scrapper. I just wanted some money. I'll take a trophy too, though. Returning back home to Joe's house, finished off the chapter, tacking on another trophy to my total, before I headed down to meet Derek Papalardo. Vito's dad used to work for Mr. Papaladopoulos, so I came here since dear old ma wanted me to look for a good, clean job. It was outside the fat man's office where I discovered my first of the more than 200 collectibles in Mafia 2. Oh, there's a Playboy. Take the magazine. Collector's item. God damn. Playmate number 18. I don't know your name, but I'm gonna find out. It became clear pretty quickly that working at the docks was not my cup of tea, so I decided to split after loading a couple crates. Joe's name came up as I was leaving, and that completely shifted Derek's tone, with him now wanting to give me jobs that would make me some serious dough. The first job was simple: collect all the dock workers' monthly payments for the barber. All I had to do was walk downstairs and ask these guys polite, stomp him out. Right in the mug. He who pays the barber. My work in this chapter wasn't even close to done yet. With multiple jobs still ahead of me, I made my way to pick up a young lady named Maria, who may seem like a little old lady to you, but she's actually the exact person I needed in order to figure out how to quietly break into a nearby government building and steal a batch of gas ration stamps. My options to pull off this job were A, go in, kill the guards and turn off the alarm, B, try to sneak around all of the guards, turn off the alarm and rob the safe, or C, go in, don't turn off the alarm, and try to make it out with my life. You can probably guess which one I tried first. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Yep, cool. How am I supposed to do this without murking anybody? That's gonna be fun. Until I got to the safe, I actually didn't even know it had an alarm or that I could turn it off, so dying on my first attempt ended up being a blessing in disguise. When I went back into the building for my second attempt, I looked around a bit more meticulously and ended up finding the door downstairs to turn off the alarm, making this mission so much easier. Luckily, I realized that the room upstairs across the hall from the safe had a wide open window for me to slip out and complete the mission completely unscathed. That was actually insane how that worked out. The professional. Obtain ration stamps without raising the alarm. Well, see, this is why I play the games the way I play them, because I never would have gotten that under a normal, oh, just go through and complete the mission kind of thing. Never would have got that. While the job went off without a hitch, there ended up being a massive problem when I went to return the stamps and collect my money. It turned out that the stamps I grabbed were only good until midnight tonight, so to get my money, I had to race against the clock and sell them off to 6 of the nearby gas stations. I actually made a huge mistake here that cost me a good chunk of time by getting out of the car at the first few stations as well. I could have just stayed in the car, which would have saved me several seconds at each stop. Knowing I was stuck in a race against time, I knew I needed a plan. Might be smarter to go this one, up, and then up. That seems like it might be faster than trying to get back to the one in the middle of town. I don't know. Ugh. With a plan in mind, I put my foot to the floor and managed to finish off these shiesty deliveries just in the nick of time. Dang, we did it. Yep. Oh, sell ration stamps. Bang! With a little bit of time to spare. Mailman. Sell all the gas stamps before the time runs out. That was not an easy time. After pulling off back-to-back jobs, I was riding high on success until I caught the attention of the local police and got myself locked in a high-speed chase that ended up paying off more than I could have possibly expected. This cop is trying to ram the fuck out of me. Oh my god. Get rich or die flying. Get all the wheels of your car in the air for at least 20 meters and then touch the ground again. What? Alright, I need out. I need out before this cop comes to get me. Run, 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 run. Oh my god. Oh my god. Go. Go. Get out of here. Completing chapter 3 nabbed me the price of oil, and this is where the story started to heat up. Attempting a robbery of a jewelry store seemed to be going to plan until the Irish O'Neill gang decided to rob the same spot at the same exact time. This led to a shootout in the mall, which also led to my 50th kill of the playthrough. The O'Neills got taken to jail as Joe and Vito slipped away from the cops, ending chapter 4 as quickly as it began. Exiting Joe's apartment, I watched one of his frequent lady friends get hit in a fender bender and walked over to make sure everything was alright, which led to the guy that caused the accident wanting to throw hands with the boy. Oh, circle. Take his ass down. Yeah, that was a good hearty
Thanks, handsome.
duel of fisticuffs there.
Do you want to come over to my place for a piece of pie?
Pie? Kane loves pie. A lesson in manners. Show that you know how to treat a lady. Yeah, after I talked about poontang pie. That's the trophy that I deserve. Meeting with Luca, he told me it was time to pull a big move and take the next step to be brought into the family. That step, of course, was taking out somebody for the family and paying a measly fee of $5,000. Taking this guy out wasn't going to be an easy time, especially since this isn't the first time he's had a contract out for his head, and he clearly ain't dead yet. The family wanted this guy dead so bad that I literally bought an MG42 to the fight just to make sure the odds were in our favor. Once we made it to the site, it was time to send these boys to another dimension. Hairdresser. Kill 5 enemies in rapid succession with a headshot. Look at that. One of our guys ate a bullet before the fat man was taken out, so we rushed Henry to a doctor friend of the family and took the money I made to mom so they could pay off their debts. Another sleep finished off the chapter and sent me not only into chapter 6, but right into the arms of 2 cops. Turns out one of the gas stations we sold the stamps to decided to snitch, leading to a lengthy prison sentence of 10 years for Vito. In the slammer, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is there was a guy named Leo in here who could help me out because he was a part of the Vinci crime family. The bad news? The Irish guys we inadvertently got sent to jail were also in there, and they were pretty pissed off that I was there. With Leo by my side, the rest of Vito's prison sentence went off relatively smoothly until some guys tried to, me in the showers. When O'Neill's men jumped one of our guys, I was sent in to give Billy an ass whooping that ended up into something much more sinister. And bang, bang, bam! Round 2. Now you got a knife, you bitch! Okay. Okay. Do I have to hit buttons or... Oh!
Shut the fuck up.
Vito! You weren't supposed to kill him! Time well spent. Oh my god.
That's just fine.
Wasn't supposed to murder him. Somehow killing that guy didn't extend Vito's prison sentence, and we even got released 4 years early thanks to Leo. We returned to the free world, met up with Joe and a new guy called Eddie, and went out for a night on the town with the bros. As it usually goes during a night like that, the boys got hammered and couldn't drive home. This was perfectly fine since Vito could handle the wheel until we found out that there was a dead body in the trunk that Eddie was meant to have buried already, and just didn't do it. Finishing that off ended what was a pretty short chapter and pushed the story further into crazy territory. Snowy Joey had some cigarette cartons for us to sell for some easy cash, even peddling smokes to some less than clean police. At the second stop, we ended up getting attacked by a group of greasers that actually burned the truck carrying all of the cigs, costing us at least $2 grand, plus the cigarettes, and we had to pay Eddie back the $2 grand for the truck. To get revenge, we took a crew of guys to the greasers' hideout and, against direct orders, turned the streets into an absolute bloodbath. To make up the 2 G's we owed Eddie, it was time to drop these high-value cars off to Derek at the docks, but admittedly, I got a little carried away with the extra horsepower. Stay straight for me. Keep going. Keep going. Max this baby out. Oh my god. Please don't hit another car. Please don't hit another car. No! And then my game crashed? Wow. Dropping off the car gave me the cash I needed and got me started on the path to the trophy exporter. Give Eddie his cash at the Maltese Falcon. I watched that movie. The Wild Ones. Maltese Falcon is a movie that I watched many years ago, but I forgot existed until right now. In Chapter 9, titled Balls and Beans, which is just tremendous, I started to feel the ascent up the Mafia ladder. I had money the likes of which I'd never imagined, and figured since I had it, I might as well spend it. Let's fix this thing up, because I kind of wrecked it 38 times already in the 2 seconds I've been out. Repair the car. What else can I do? Change the plates, custom paint job, e-paint. Basic tuning. Improve engine performance to run from the cops easier. I like the sound of that. Tuned ride. Upgrade one of your cars 1 level. Can I upgrade more? Sports tuning. Oh, I can upgrade more. Okay, I'll have to get some scratch. Come back and do that. Meeting Don Falcone at the Maltese Falcon told me how serious the war within Empire Bay was beginning to get. Falcone is convinced that Don Clemente and his boys are planning to make a move on him, and he wants to act first. To do that, I'd have to see if Luca Guarino had anything to do with 3 of our guys going missing the night before. Who are the 3 guys missing, you might ask?
Harvey Beans and the 2 guys who were supposed to be protecting him, Tony Balls and Frankie the Mick. Yeah. Beans is
Harvey Beans, Tony Balls, and Frankie the Mick.
Carlo's accountant. If he
talks...
fuck,
I love this. Finding Luca and tailing him to the Clemente slaughterhouse confirmed Don Falcone's suspicions and meant it was time to get to work. Sneaking past the meat workers and guards led to this hilarious-ass moment where Vito was crouching to hide but directly in plain sight, and they're just like, hey, fuck you doing over there? Vito, of course, did the thing where he didn't shoot first and ask questions later, which led to this. Son of a bitch. You gotta take the shot when you have it. This gunfight ended up being one of the hardest sections of the game for me. Dying multiple times in a myriad of different ways was not on my bingo card, but here I was. Come on, no way. Alright, I tried something. Get the fuck. Okay, cool. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, this is starting to piss me right the fuck off. Eventually, success came my way, and Luca got taken away to be tortured and killed by Balls and Beans. Making a cool 5 G's for the job and still being covered in shit from my trip through the sewers meant I needed to freshen up a bit, so I slid over to the nearby shop and ditched the stink for some new digs. Hello, I smell like shit. Sorry about it. Tailored suit and overcoat? Yo, I feel like I'd look fly as hell in an overcoat. Sharp suitor. Buy your first luxury suit. Hell yeah. And I got a coat. The new suit paired really well with the car I took from Luca since I figured he wouldn't be needing it anymore, and since it was mine now, I could do whatever I wanted with it, like taking a nice chunk of the money I just made and turning this thing into an absolute beast on the roads. Admittedly, I did end up having a little too much fun with my new whip. Don't hit nobody and go. Yeah, you're not gonna catch me either. Oh my god, I am flying. Jesus. Keep going. Oh. No, 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 no. Damn it. And now I'm dead. Becoming a made man in the Falcone family meant I essentially ran the city and could do whatever I want, but behind closed doors, the war for the city was heating up even more after we took out one of Clemente's main guys. Now that Luca was dead, anything Falcone did would be viewed as retaliation, but would be justifiable to the commission because of Clemente kidnapping and torturing the balls and the beans. Clemente had called for a big family meeting at a nearby hotel, presumably to figure out how to get us before we could get him, so it was up to Joe and Vito to sneak in and blow the joint to Kingdom Come. Putting on our best disguise, which was essentially a bad mustache from Party City, somehow this job went off without a hitch until it was time to get in position because there was a large group of Clemente's goons just vibing on the rooftop. Shooting our way out of that mess and somehow not alarming all of the people below us in the building, it seemed like everything was going to work in our favor until Joe had some issues with premature exploding.
These assholes ain't gonna
Oh. Blew a little too soon there, Joey. Just hard luck, Clemente was taking a shit while the explosion happened, so our main target was about to get away if we didn't act quick. This turned into a relatively short car chase where Joe's antics cost somebody he cared about their life. All right, let's see if this dumbass kid... Oh, they killed the kid. No, they killed the kid. I thought he was just gonna be a dumbass and not be good at helping us get out of here, but they killed him. That's heartbreaking. I bet he pulled the gun out when he shouldn't have. Should have kept that damn gun in his pocket, kid. You shouldn't have been involved in this life, kid.
This is for Marty.
Nice, Joe. Ice his ass. Being awoken from a dead sleep in my scundies wasn't something I expected to happen in this game, but here I was. Joe had gone to a bar and gotten destroyed while mourning the death of young Marty, drawing the ire of not only the entire bar, but also the bartender. I've had to give drunk friends a ride in the past, so I figured this would be no issue until Snowy Joey decided to pull his gun out and wave it around a bit. Oh, come on. He shot him. Damn it. With literally no other option, I loaded this guy up into the trunk and drove up to Mike Brewski's to put this car in the crusher and make sure nobody found out about what happened that night. I'm about to compact this car? Oh my god, that's how we're getting rid of the body, huh? We're just running it through the compactor. Sorry, bartender. What was his name? Leon? Didn't deserve this, Leon. Hey, Joe. Clean up after Joe. That's tough. Check it out. Complete chapter 10. I think I only have, what, 4 or 5 more chapters left to go. Chapter 11, a friend of ours. After Vito vouched for his friend Henry to join the family after his old family was taken out, it was revealed that to join the Falcone family, he was tasked with killing Leo, and obviously Vito couldn't let that happen. Racing to his mansion before Henry could do the job wasn't an easy task, but I made it with little time to spare, and then had to come up with a plan on the fly to get Leo out of there. Where in the hell am I supposed to go? Open the door. What about... no window. Try this one. That's a bathroom. Oh, there's a Playboy in here. Nice cheeks.
We could hide in the shower. It ain't the brightest idea I ever heard.
Take the sheets. Hold on, let's take the sheets.
All right, here we go.
You gotta be quicker. You're gonna get seen, big guy. Huh. I can't believe that actually worked. I just hope he didn't recognize me. That's really the big thing there. Go. Wake up call. Help Leo out of a tricky situation without getting caught. Oh, okay, cool. Going from saving one life to potentially another, Vito's sister was crying on the steps of his house when I got back from saving Leo. Turns out her husband is a serious partier who also likes to put his hands on her, and in spite of her pleadings to not hurt him, we beat his ass. You'd think by this point, okay, I've saved the life of a dear friend and beaten an abusive clown in the same day. I'll probably get to go home and finish this chapter now, right? Well, you'd be wrong, because getting back home this time was anything but easy when the damn Irish showed up out of nowhere, setting my house on fire, burning not only all of my stuff, but all of my money too. Turns out after killing O'Neill and the Slammer, the Irishmen are under new leadership, and the guy wants to show everyone who the boss is by taking out the guy that killed their former leader. Managing to sprint away in nothing but my scundies, I stole a car and made it to Joe's to fill him in on what had just happened. Unfortunately, since all of my stuff burned down, I didn't have much to wear, so my options were something that looked like what they found Vito wearing in The Sopranos, or one of Joe's big-ass Hawaiian shirts.
All right, thanks.
Oh my god. The biker clothes outfit. It looks like, oh, what's his name? The dude in The Sopranos that they caught at the gay club. And that is what I look like right now. I'm not fucking wearing that. Popping over to the bar where the Irish hang out, it was time to air them out and finish off their crew once and for all.
Ran away. Asshole.
Let me pull my gun out.
You've got some balls.
Yes, I do.
You're fucking dead. Shut.
Okay, he's getting in a car.
Hey, there's more of them in that car. Let's go, we're getting away.
Ha ha! I just shot his tire out. How is he still driving?
That takes care of
Oh, he ain't driving no more now.
stupid fucks.
End of the rainbow. Settle the score with the Irish once and for all. They're still trying to kill me. I didn't settle nothing. Oh, now I'm dead. Cool. After a few failed shootouts, I finally cleared all of them out, went to my new apartment, and called it a day on Chapter 11. Henry had an idea and called a meeting with Vito and Joe in a park where he tells us that Falcone killed Clemente because he was starting to deal dope, and that was Falcone's turf alone, in spite of his claims that he didn't deal. Henry's idea was if Falcone does it and we're part of his family, then we can deal too. Only problem was we need 35 G's from a loan shark he knew to buy the first 10 kilos from the triads. Entering into the deal felt wrong, but we went along with it anyways because money makes the world go round, and my gut feeling was instantly realized when the deal pretty much immediately went south. You're kidding me.
My shoes. Wait a minute, these guys ain't cops?
Kill the bastard. Shoot Vito.
Damn, okay.
Vito, watch our back. Back me up, Vito.
I didn't expect a shootout, but here we are.
Here comes more of them. Hold on. I got it.
Damn.
Down there. Vito, kick the door in.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Come on. Poke your head out. How many of these guys are there? Good God. Making it out with the product, we flipped it every which way, finishing off the chapter and making a boatload of money. Chasing the Dragon. Complete Chapter 12. Figuring we'd just take the money and pay off the loan shark, we got a call from Henry where he told us there was a big problem. Falcone knew about the deal and wanted 60 G's to leave it alone. Rushing back to the park to figure out a plan, we pulled up to a gruesome scene.
What the fuck are they hitting him with?
Oh my God, they're slicing him. Henry was gone, and so was our money, so we were in deep shit if we didn't get it back. Chasing Mr. Wong to the Red Dragon restaurant in Chinatown and going in guns a-blazing felt like the only choice, so that's what we did. Shooting our way through multiple levels of the building to get to Wong's office wasn't as bad as some of the other action sections in the game, with the worst part being making it to him just for him to tell us they had killed Henry because they found out he was a rat. At this point, all Vito and Joe had was a bunch of enemies and no money, so another big enemy was coming down the line when it was time to pay off the loan shark. To try and make some money, the guys took a job from Eddie when an out-of-town family needed somebody erased from their history. Oh,
Say so.
Hey, we need
shit.
everybody we can get right now, right?
I
So
just
after we finish
realized
this
what
job,
I'm
we'll
about to
split
do.
up. Here we go then.
Oh, man. I hate that this was ruined for me in the first game. I wish they would have left that out of the end of Mafia 1. Tommy. Tommy. Sorry, Tommy.
Mr. Angelo,
Yes?
Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
Damn.
In the arms of the angel.
The Mafia never forgets. Pay a visit to an old friend. I am so sad that we killed Tommy. But it was extremely spoiled for me at the end of the first game. So I was kind of just like, I expected it. Checking in with Derek Papa Dickhead at the docks, it turns out the fat man was having some trouble with his workers wanting to go on strike, and he needed some heavies to deliver a message. That message came through loud and clear until one of the workers heard Vito's name and told us the harsh reality that Derek is the one that killed Vito's dad. This obviously changed everything, and the gun we had pointed at the dock workers immediately switched over to Tubby, kicking off what I thought was the toughest fighting section of this game. There's a lot of them. I would prefer some help. See, that's why I would prefer some help, because I'm going to die a lot. Oh, and the door is shut behind me. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. He's just the sniper of all time with Molotovs. Good God. No way. What? Now? Where? Okay, cool. If I can avoid those goddamn Molotovs, I might be all right. He's setting his own guys on fire? Is that what's happening right now?
Making the biggest mistake of your life.
He's for sure setting his own people on fire, right? I'm not, like, losing my mind. What the hell? There's somebody behind me? What the fuck? Where did they come from? Oh, come on, don't. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, no, he's not dead. Shit. Not this time. Oh. Oh, yeah, it's just me and you now, pig boy. How much more are you gonna take, Tubby? He's cooked. That's it. Yeah. Out for justice. Rest in peace, fat boy. Leaving the docks with one less ass clown in my path was all well and good because I was able to steal a boatload of cash and help pay off my debts. The problem was that I had a wanted level that I couldn't get rid of without a change of clothes, and I still needed to make a few extra grand to pay off the loan shark. With that in mind, I devised a plan. Go to a clothing store and make a quick outfit change, then rob the place and as many subsequent businesses as needed until I made enough scratch. The plan seemed solid, foolproof even, until I realized I might have bitten off more than I could chew. Oh, come on.
Boy, what the hell do you turn?
Where's the popo? I'm dead. Fuck! Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Are you shitting me? Why is... Oh, god damn it. Come on, man. What the fuck? Who is this asshole? Why am I fighting this dickhead? What the fuck just happened? Oh my god. Oh. Stuck up. Rob 5 stores in under 5 minutes. Why did I look at the trophy? Why did I look at the trophy? I just robbed 5 places in under 5 minutes. And it was a complete waste of time because I got killed by some asshole playing hero. After my extreme failure, I said screw it and figured I'd take the easy road to making money and crush some cars over at Mike Brewski's. On the way there, I managed to mangle my car enough to make it smoke and needed a new ride. Hey, get out of the car, fucko. Get out of the truck, fucko. Petrol head. Drive at least 30 different... Wow, really? I did not think I was at 30. I didn't think I was anywhere near 30, actually. Crushing a few cars easily made me the money I needed to pay off the loan shark, and I went to go see Joe, who was gone. At this point, I didn't know what to think. Did Joe skip town, leaving me to pay the debts all by myself? Did somebody whack him because he's a dick? Or was he so busy doing mountains of coke like Tony Montana that he just lost track of time? Thankfully, it was none of those things, but unfortunately, he was picked up and beaten into submission by Frank Vinci's goons, trying to get information about the attack against the Triad. Going to talk to Vinci himself didn't work, and now Vito was stuck hanging out with his best friend once again. Bangarang, okay. Where the fuck did it go? Bam! Hell yeah, Snowy Joey. Doing my best Sly Cooper impression, I snuck around taking out the guards on the top floor until it was time to pull out my piece and go to town on several floors of Vinci's men. With Snowy Joey saved, I dropped him off at the doctor and went to pay our debt to the bug-eyed loan shark, where he dropped a bomb on Vito's head. The guy whose ass I beat way back at the start of the game was one of his guys, meaning the loan shark Vito's dad owed money to was this same creepy looking guy. Waking up the next morning, I was officially in the endgame now as chapter 15 drew to a close. Being picked up by Leo felt like a setup, but then again, it always feels like a setup when you're in a vehicle driven by the Mafia, so that was nothing new. During the ride where Leo's eyes were glued to the outside world, he gave me the rundown. Every single person wants Vito dead for his involvement in essentially starting the war between the families and the Triad, and because Henry was confirmed to be a damn rat, and Vito vouched for him, which is one of, if not the biggest no-no you can possibly do. Our options were simple: either let them kill me or I kill Falcone and all debts will be considered paid. Obviously, I took the latter option and showed up to the observatory for a meeting with Falcone and Destiny. Dude, Vito is fucking sick, man. That guy is hardcore. Boys, it's almost like you were planning to hurt me or something. Fuck! Why did I talk shit? Ah! Ha 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 ha! Not bad. Oh, fuck you! Seriously? What? What? Where? Oh my god, is there somebody on the roof or something? What the fuck, man? Ah, that's who was shooting me the first time. Okay. What? He hit me as he fell to his death. You're kidding.
Joe understands. Don't you, Joe?
No.
What the fuck is this?
I could ask you the same question.
Snowy Joey, come on, man.
Do it.
2.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Snowy Joey. I was worried you were gonna turn on me.
Fucking prick.
Nice, dude. Oh, are they gonna kill him? They're not gonna kill Joe, right?
Hey, what the hell's going on? Where they taking Joe?
Oh, no. Damn, Joe. Could have just whacked me. He could have got out with his life. That sucks. Tough nut. Finish the story on hard difficulty. Made man. Finish the story on medium or higher difficulty. Finish him. Finish what you started. With 8 trophies left to earn, I began casually collecting any Playboy magazines that I missed during the story until I saw the ultimate opportunity to cross something completely different off the list. To earn the trophy Hard to Kill, I needed to do enough to get myself to a level 4 wanted level and survive a police chase for 10 minutes. I unknowingly tried to pull this off once before during the chapter where I killed Tommy Angelo and decided driving in circles to evade the cops would be fun. Honestly, I would have completed it there too if I hadn't tried to drive down the street because I was starting to go stir crazy and ended up getting popped. Seeing that armored vehicle drive by lit my eyes up like I was staring at the moon, and it was time to go commit some crimes. This might be the most low effort thing I've ever done to get a trophy. It was like a couple minutes of me actively doing stuff, and then the rest has just been sitting still and watching this guy. Not that I'm complaining. Part of me likes it. Part of me is like really bored that I had to do something like this, but like part of me is here for it, you know? There it is. Hard to kill. Police want you dead. Survive for 10 minutes. I had to just sit in this armored car and not get clapped for 10 minutes, which in this armored vehicle is pretty easy because they can't shoot me. I'm going to run this cop over finally and get out of here. Given the time period this game took place in, you could imagine that the majority of the speed limits in the city were about 40 miles per hour. Well, in order to get the trophy pedal to the metal, I had to do at least 3 times the legal limit, hitting 125 miles per hour as I crossed over the bridge before somehow surviving this crash.
What in the fuck?
Back on the grind for the Playboys, I had to replay a few different chapters, one of which being chapter 13, where I popped Knucklehead for killing my 30th enemy with a melee attack. Replaying the final mission and killing Falcone again, I found the final of the 50 Playboys, checking off one of the 2 longest trophy grinds of the game. At one point during the story, I found out that I could sell luxury vehicles to Derek down at the docks, and that made me wonder if there was going to be a trophy for selling him cars the way there was for Mike Brewski. It turns out there was, so I returned to an earlier chapter and dropped off 4 cars to finish selling 5 to him, earning the exporter trophy in the process. Finding all 189 wanted posters spread across the world was the absolute bane of my existence. I spent a big chunk of the time it took me to platinum this game on this specific trophy, even while using a guide, so it quickly became more of a pain than it was worth. Hold on, I think that might be it. I really hope this is the last one. I think it's supposed to be. Card Sharp. David Semick, aka Needles, was wanted for arson, and he is the last wanted poster. Thank God. That is one of the most miserable collectible grinds I've done in quite some time. With only 2 trophies remaining, and both seemingly pretty simple, I could see the light at the end of the tunnel for this grind. For the trophy Cruise Control, I simply had to drive about 30 miles per hour for 5 straight minutes, which wasn't an issue as long as I just stayed on the highway. Cruise Control, there it is. Keep any vehicle at 30 miles an hour or more over 5 minutes. Now, all I have left to do is get this car to 50 miles driven, which, like, I don't understand how I haven't gotten it yet. I have 270 miles driven, and my favorite vehicle to drive in is, in fact, the Potomac Elysium, which I'm driving in right now. This one sounds easy enough. Drive 50 miles in one vehicle and you're good to go. However, the miles you drive aren't cumulative, meaning that if you happen to drive a different vehicle for a bit or crash the one you're going for the trophy with, it resets your miles to a whopping 0. During what should have been an easy grind, I managed to wreck the car multiple times by driving it a bit too fast. Once I finally learned of those hidden caveats, I drove like a normal, law-abiding human for quite some time to finish it off. Oh.
A few minutes later.
Oh my God, finally. One careful owner. As I drive this smoking vehicle, I earn another platinum trophy. That is 2 out of the 3 for the Mafia Definitive Trilogy. Oh my God, it's over. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've stuck around this far, I appreciate the hell out of you. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you in the next one. I love you.